The amount of creative power that you have within you, and that is very evident all around you when you have the eyes to see it, when your mind is open enough or free enough to actually witness this immense and limitless creative power. That is when you can start to activate parts of yourself that you were not aware of. You can start to allow your visions and your ideas to truly come to life. So what is it about experiencing life without the eyes to see this, without the ears to hear it, without the mind and the heart to perceive such magnificence, that which you are an emulation of, as it comes from source, as it comes from God. There are plenty of things that I am working on and intending on sharing with you guys, aspects of myself and of what has allowed me to really open up in this way, to truly experience life with an open mind, an open heart, and an understanding that there is no end to that experience, that you can truly be expansive in your life and in your creative endeavors and all that which you create. And it doesn't necessarily, for me personally, look so extravagant. I live a very simple life. And so something that I've been working on as of recently is really looking at my thoughts, assessing what my thoughts are intentionally. And I have been guided through this process. Also doing all the other things that I usually do in order to, just be in alignment. So I don't just wake up. I didn't just come out the womb being able to be stable, and beyond that, being able to create and be primarily in a joyful state, having a dominant frequency of joy, fulfillment, and expansion. It is very blissful. That's a good way to describe it. And peaceful when you're open in this way. But even then, you still are connected to everything, and even the happiest people go through things. Even the most high frequency, joyful beings will experience the contrast. The only difference is that we do not allow it to become the dominant frequency, and there are certain skills that have been applied over time in order to be able to maintain a positive frequency, a more positively charged frequency. And I genuinely believe that for most of us, in order to get to that point, we've experienced much hardship. It's not necessary, but from my experience, this is the reality for a lot of beings who have achieved a certain level of alignment. That being hitting rock bottom. What I've been learning about this experience in assessing my thoughts throughout the day is that sometimes I have thoughts that I'm not necessarily aware of. And I was aware of that, but the part of that that really struck a chord was that those thoughts that I wasn't aware of until I did some further investigation were so out of alignment with who I am or how I feel genuinely in my heart. And the analogy I used to explain this is that someone like myself, I really love hip hop music. I love jazz music, right? Hip hop and jazz, R&B, things of this nature. I feel resonance with that overall energy, that overall frequency. And the equivalent of the misalignment in how I feel genuinely and the thoughts could be compared to me being a jazz, R&B, hip hop lover, thinking that hip hop, jazz, and R&B collectively suck so bad that, even thinking about it makes me nauseous. And that wasn't the actual thought that I had, but like I said, it's an analogy to the level of disconnection. And I had to put into question, what is that? Like, why are you thinking that? What is it about that makes you uncomfortable? Because I was very uncomfortable with my awareness of that thought. Because like I said, I just didn't resonate with my own thought at all. Aside from going down that rabbit hole, maybe that's something that I would share more privately as far as where that's coming from and all that. But this is an example of what would keep you from being able to have the ears for an idea for yourself. This would be an example of what would close your divine mind, your pure heart, your divine sight from being able to witness what it is that you can do to truly utilize your creative power and bring these ideas to life. This is why it is necessary to maintain your energy, to really activate your body and your energy, right? Your energetic body. Sometimes when we're depressed, most of the time when we're depressed, or even just in life, you don't have to be depressed. In life, not understanding or not having an understanding or a connection, a direct relationship to why it is that you are doing anything and you are embarking on a journey of creation, of creative power and enjoyment and conscious creation, it becomes very likely that the distractions or the energies in the world can pull at you, can move you in different directions. But when you meditate, or when you are activating your body and you're engaging in these things, when you're journaling and you're getting clarity, it is a lot less likely that these external forces or factors can even have any access to your energy, can sway you. And when you do not do these things for yourself, for your own wellness, the energies that you are around and in contact with will affect you in the ways in which you allow it, while you're in a vibration that perhaps is not as harmonious as it would be if you were connecting. This is what sends us down these really negative spirals, these downward spirals. This understanding of why you are actually doing the things that activate your body, that calm and center your energy and your mind, is something to keep in mind as you move forward, consciously choosing to do things that are good for you. And it does not matter at what level you may find yourself at, because like I said, this is an infinite wellspring of energy. So there is always greater heights to be reached. It's not some kind of competition. It's not what the program has taught you to believe it is. It is what you make it. It is what you make of it. So, what is it that you are creating? Why are you creating that? Is it coming from a place of centeredness? Is it coming from a place of accountability, responsibility, of harmony? Consider the consequences of what it is that you are creating. You deserve it. You deserve to experience joy. Imagine that self-love is like a tank, and your tank is on complete empty. And you need that. You need to have self-love or love in order to operate as a being. And when your tank is on empty, it's really hard to attract and to receive. It's impossible. But by the grace of Creator and creation, you will receive it. And so, having gratitude in those moments can help you, even if it's just for like the simplest thing. And if you're ever in a supportive role, understand that people who are in a manic state or are really depressed, they're on empty. And they seek love. Or perhaps you are the one who's experiencing that. You're on empty and you seek love. And perhaps you're not receiving it because you don't have the eyes to see it, or the ears to hear it, or the heart and the mind to be receptive, open to that which is already within you. It didn't go anywhere. You are that. It is all around you. That is what creation is. So just taking little steps And I know I touched base in a lot of different areas. And this is because of my awareness of the oneness, of the connection of all. And just something that might help if you ever find yourself in like a dark pit with no love to be found. That's why I make my videos, so that you stumble upon this. But in other instances, something that you can really do to help is get some cold water or some ice, and like get a bowl with cold water or ice and just dunk your face in it. And if you're dunking your face in cold water and ice and you affirm to yourself, I feel way better, and you just do that a few times, and you just say, oh my God, I feel way better, I feel way better. Take a breath, and this could help you. And you redirect your energy to something that might help you. Trust that you are being supported. So, thank you guys for watching.